Hi friend, we're diving into the largest Kindle yet, the brand new Kindle Scribe. I got it in this stunning jade color, which I'll admit is an eye-catcher. In this video, I'll give you the full scoop. We're talking about its build quality, design, how it performs, that premium pen, and the brand new features. I'll also touch on things that this device has disappointed me with. We'll also dive into what matters most, the reading and writing experience, price and value, and who is this device really for. There's a lot to unpack here, so let's jump right in. Let's talk about the build quality and design of the Kindle Scribe, and spoiler alert, it feels premium. This device is crafted with 100% recycled aluminum casing, which covers the back and sides as one seamless piece. It's smooth and solid and definitely gives off a high-end vibe. The front, however, is a little different. There's a plastic surface with a glass layer underneath, which we will dive into more later. On the back, there are 4 rubber feet that keep it steady whether you're writing or reading, and they do the job well. The back and sides are magnetic, which is super handy for attaching a protective case. It's a clever design choice we've seen before in devices like the Remarkable and books, but it's always satisfying. On the front, you've got a flash screen design with a white strip running along the edges and the left sidebar. That sidebar isn't just for looks, it's great for gripping the device while reading, and I think the jade color paired with the white accents make the whole thing look sleek and elegant. Now for the buttons and ports, there's just one power button, located on the left side alongside the USB-C port and an LED light that shows charging status. A small downside, the power button isn't flush, so it's easy to accidentally press it. The right side of the device is a magnetic too, and that's where you can attach the pen for easy access. And here's something worth mentioning. The metal back is a bit thin, which results in a noticeable flex when you apply pressure to the device. It's definitely more flexible than something like the Booksnote Air 4C. Whether this could lead to long-term durability issues or bending problems is something only time will tell, but it's something to keep in mind. As for size, the Scribe is almost identical to the Booksnote Air 4C. It measures 196mm wide by 230mm tall and is 5.7mm thick. Weight-wise, the device alone is 433 grams. Add the pen and it's 450 grams. Throw in the case and the total goes up to 652 grams. Overall, the design is a win. It's aesthetically pleasing, feels premium, and that jade color with the matching folio is just chef's kiss. It's elegant and stands out without being flashy. Now let's get into the display, which is a major selling point for the Kindle Scribe. It features a 10.2-inch e-ink Carta 1200 black and white display with a resolution of 1860 by 2480 pixels and a sharp 300 ppi. You also get 16 levels of grayscale, making text crisp and clear while offering a solid grayscale experience for images or diagrams. The front panel is plastic with a layer of glass beneath it. Now you might be wondering, does it scratch easily? From my experience, the answer is no. I've been writing, swiping and using the pen daily without any signs of wear on the screen. Even when tossed into my stuffed backpack with Amazon's folio case, the Scribe held up like a champ. It's sturdy while I've been pretty rough with it, and it's been absolutely fine. Moving on, one thing I have to mention is the drop shadow around the edges of the display. It's caused by the gaps between the layers in front of the screen and creates a noticeable shadow effect. Compared to something like the Booksnote Air 4C, the drop shadow here is more pronounced. It doesn't ruin the experience, but I think it's important to mention. As for ghosting on the display, those leftover faint images when switching screens, it's minimal and rarely noticeable. You won't notice it when reading, and the extreme cases when it is visible is when viewing darker images like the one you see right now. Compared to other ink displays, this is within the expected experience. Now let's talk about the front light. It's evenly lit and uniform with a max brightness of 94 nits. It leans slightly toward the warm color temperature, especially compared to the Paperwhite 11th Gen, which is a bit cooler. If you're someone who do a lot of nighttime reading, the device also has the warm light. It also has auto brightness, which adjusts based on the lighting in your environment. While it works well, I personally prefer to tweak the brightness manually. Overall, the Kindle Scribe's display delivers a sharp, pleasant reading and writing experience. Sure, the drop shadow is a minor drawback, but the minimal ghosting and excellent lighting uniformity make it a great choice for anyone looking for a premium ink experience. Before we jump to the next section, I just want to ask you to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this this video. Appreciate your support. In terms of performance, the Kindle Scribe holds up really well. Navigating menus and settings feels snappy and responsive, and whether you're turning pages, zooming in and out of the text, or making quick changes, the device handles it like a pro. There's no frustrating lag during regular use, which is a big plus. That said, there is one small hiccup: opening books. Sometimes it takes a couple of seconds for a book to load, which is noticeable but not a deal breaker. Once the book is opened though, everything runs smoothly. Now for the battery. Amazon states for reading, a single charge lasts up to 12 weeks based on a half hour of reading per day, with wireless off and the light setting at 13. For writing, a single charge lasts up to 3 weeks based on a half hour period of writing per day, with wireless off and the light setting at 13. And I can confirm this is consistent with my testing. Charging from 0 to 100% takes about 2.5 to 3 hours, which is pretty reasonable. And with regular use, the battery life is solid enough to last for days, so you're not constantly hunting for a charger. Now let's talk about the premium pen. The pen is entirely made of plastic, which may not feel as luxurious as metal options, but keeps it lightweight and easy to use for extended writing sessions. It comes with 5 replacement nibs, and there's a handy metal accessory in the box to help you swap them out when needed. One of its standout features is the button on the side. By default, holding it down lets you use the pen as a highlighter, but you can customize it in the settings to perform other functions if that suits your workflow better. At the other end of the pen there's an eraser. It works really well and has a satisfying rubbery feel that mimics erasing on paper. Storing it is convenient too. The pen magnetically attaches to the side of the Kindle Scribe, which is super practical. If you're using a protective case, there's also a loop to keep the pen secure while you're on the go. You may already know it, but the pen doesn't need to be charged. It works by using copper wires inside the pen's tip, which interacts with the wire mesh behind the ink display to detect movement accurately. It's a clever bit of technology that ensures you will never have to worry about running out of battery in the middle of a note of sketch. Let's talk about the storage options first. The Kindle Scribe is available in 16, 32 and 64 GB versions. While the 64 GB model gives you around 54.4 GB of usable space, most users probably won't need that much. If you're primarily reading books and PDFs and maybe keeping 2 or 3 audiobooks, the 16 GB version should be more than enough. But if you plan on storing a larger library, say more than 500 books, or more audiobooks, I'd suggest going for the 32 or 64 GB model for peace of mind. Now let's touch on some hardware features. One thing to mention is the auto rotation. While it works smoothly, in my experience, there's no way to control it. You can't turn it off or adjust its behavior, and that could get annoying for some users. This seems like a simple fix that could be resolved through a software update. Fingers crossed Amazon adds that option soon. Another feature worth mentioning, but sadly missing for many, is the AI notebook tool. This was one of the big selling points of the Kindle Scribe 2024, allowing users to easily summarize and refine notes using AI. Unfortunately, this feature is only available for US customers. Living in Europe, I couldn't even try it out. This has left a lot of international users scratching their heads, and I'm already seeing comments from frustrated buyers who feel left out. Why Amazon chose to limit this feature geographically is a mystery, but I hope it actually gets rolled out worldwide. On the bright side, there's the Active Canvas feature, which I think is fantastic. Within ebooks, you can create handwritten notes directly on the page. These notes can be resized and expanded seamlessly, or you can opt to insert a canvas that spans the full width of the text. It's intuitive and easy to use, and I had no trouble working with it. Plus, you can view all your Active Canvas notes in one place and even email them if needed. However, when you enlarge text in an ebook, the Active Canvas doesn't scale, it stays the same size. PDF annotations is a bit different. You can write directly on the PDF pages and the writing becomes embedded into the document. When you zoom in on the PDF, your annotations zoom in as well. It's straightforward and works smoothly. Unfortunately, there are also some notable omissions compared to competitors like Books or Supernote. The Kindle Scribe doesn't include additional hardware like speakers, a microphone, a microSD slot, or fingerprint scanner. It's also limited to the Amazon ecosystem. There's no integration with third-party cloud platforms like Google Drive, Dropbox, or Evernote, so you're locked into the Kindle cloud essentially, much like the approach Remarkable takes. Finally, there's something that's been bothering me here, the feeling that Amazon is pushing its Kindle store harder than ever. The homepage, for instance, is dominated by their bookstore, with only a tiny section reserved for your library. It feels like Amazon's trying to nudge you into buying more books from them. It's not a deal breaker, but it does take away from the device focus on your own content. I guess as a workaround, you could stay on the library section and avoid home section altogether. Despite these gripes, there's still a lot to appreciate about the Kindle Scribe's features. But I think Amazon has some room to improve when it comes to user control and third-party integrations. Let's start with the reading experience, something Kindle device has always been exceptional at. The Kindle Scribe keeps up this tradition. Text is sharp and crystal clear, making reading effortless. You also get quick access to helpful tools like the dictionary, Wikipedia, and translator, which can be a game changer for readers tackling unfamiliar terms or foreign languages. On top of that, you can underline and highlight text and easily adjust the text type and size to suit your preference. Simply put, reading on Kindle Scribe is top-notch. Now for the writing experience. Overall, the Kindle Scribe performs well here. Writing feels smooth with low latency, though the screen doesn't mimic the paper-like texture that devices like the Remarkable offer. Still, I found writing on the screen enjoyable, and the notebooks offer a decent selection of templates and tools. You've got multiple pen styles, a highlighter, an eraser, and even a lasso tool for selecting and moving content. A nice touch is the ability to apply a template to specific pages or all pages, a small but meaningful feature. That said, there are limitations compared to Android Ink tablets. For example, the Kindle Scribe lacks handwriting to text conversion on the screen, a feature many competitors already offer. More advanced layer support, which allows for drawing or writing on different layers and toggling them on and off. Advanced lasso tool capabilities like rotating selected text or drawings. Shape tools to insert predefined shapes. Notebook zooming, which is useful for the details. Those are just a few of missing features. Android devices like the Books, Supernote, Remarkable, or even the Penstar offer much more robust tools for note-taking and drawing. And to be clear, I still enjoy the writing experience on the Kindle Scribe. For casual note-taking or journaling, it does the job well. But there's a significant lack of customization, and I'm hopeful Amazon will add some of these missing features in future updates to make the device even more versatile. Price and value. The Kindle Scribe is currently sold as a bundle with a letter folio and a premium pen in the US. Pricing starts at $435 for the 16GB model, $450 for 32 gigs, and $480 for 64GB. While I think the Kindle Scribe offers decent value for money, there's some tough competition at this price point. For example, the Bookstab Ultra Go 10.3, one of the best all-rounders on the market in 2024, which includes a case and 64GB of storage, costs $380 on the Books website. For around $500 you can get the Books Note Air 4C with the 64GB of storage and color ink technology. I will be diving deeper into how the Kindle Scribe stacks up against the Books Note Air 4C in a separate video, so make sure to subscribe if you're curious. Another notable competitor is the recently released Supernote A5X2, which comes in at significantly higher price of $577 with a standard pen and a half folio. However, here's where it gets tricky for international buyers. The AI notebook features, one of the key selling points of the new Kindle Scribe, are currently exclusive to US customers. For those outside the US, this version of Scribe feels more like a rebranded 2022 model with a different color options but no substantial upgrades, at a much higher price. For instance, in the UK, the 2022 Kindle Scribe is £100, around $130 cheaper than the 2024 model. This price gap makes the older version a more attractive option for many, especially since it offers a nearly identical experience for non-US customers. At this price point, the Kindle Scribe is undeniably facing stiff competition, especially for those looking at features like color ink displays or more versatile note-taking tools. What do you think about the pricing of the Kindle Scribe compared to its competitors? Let me know in the comments below. Who is this device for? The Kindle Scribe is at its core still a reading device. The larger screen significantly enhances the experience of reading PDFs, offering improved comfort and usability when compared to smaller e-readers. This makes it an excellent choice for those who primarily want a premium e-reading experience with the added convenience of occasional note-taking. The note-taking capabilities, however, feel more like a secondary feature. While you can write, sketch, and send notes via email, the note-taking app is very basic and lacks advanced tools for structuring and organizing your notes. For simple tasks like to-do lists or consolidating handwritten notes, it works just fine. But compared to other tablets, I find it unsophisticated. Additionally, the closed operating system of the Kindle Scribe limits its functionality. You can't install the third-party apps or expand its capabilities beyond reading and writing. While this simplicity may appeal to some, it's something to keep in mind if you're looking for more versatility. So, who is this Kindle Scribe really for? In my view, it's great for avid readers who want a large screen for books and PDFs. It's also awesome for casual note-takers who need something simple for jotting down quick ideas or lists. It's not ideal, however, for professionals who need a device for collaboration and presentation, and artists seeking advanced drawing tools. I also don't think it's great for students who require robust planning and organizational features. In short, the Kindle Scribe is perfect if you're looking for a reading-focused device with light note-taking capabilities. But if you need something more feature-rich for productivity or creativity, this may not be the device for you. Overall, the Kindle Scribe in my eyes is a solid device for those who primarily want an e-reader with a large screen for reading PDFs and books. Its note-taking features are simple but functional, making it a good choice for basic tasks like jotting down to-do lists or consolidating notes. However, it's not ideal for anyone who needs advanced note-taking, drawing, or a more open system for apps and productivity tools. But now let me turn to you and ask what you think of the Kindle Scribe. Is it the perfect device for your reading and note-taking needs, or do you think it's missing something? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. And hey, if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel. I spent multiple hours testing the Kindle Scribe to bring you an honest review, and I really appreciate your support. And if you're interested in a full review of the smaller Kindle Paperwhite or Kindle Matcha models, click on the screen here and here. As this is the last video of the year, I wish you the best in the new year, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye!